a platform in the cloud. Hearing Steve talk about what partners needed to be doing in the cloud certainly was impactful.
I was shocked. I really was shocked.
We had some decisions to make as to how we wanted to react to that.
The first customers that we implemented under BPOS were learning curves for us.
Our sales cycles were longer. Part of that was the fact that companies were just beginning to get familiar with the cloud. Part of it was we're getting familiar with how to sell it.
It's quite a different business model.
So it was tough making money. We hadn't made the investments yet. And a lot of our initial projects were less profitable. We began to see there's a lot of questions we were getting that were different than the types of questions we were getting from our customers for traditional infrastructure.
We've really had to step back and spend a lot of time on education.
We basically knew that we had to train our people on selling online services.
You can't go into it lightly.
Everybody in the company has to be behind this movement.
Is it cloud services a different type of selling? This is solution selling. This is service selling. This is not product selling.
Once we got a couple of large customers to adopt and had referenceable case studies, we really saw a wave of demand.
We began to realize that online solutions was going to be the future.
So that's when we decided to double down. But we needed to make the investments. We needed to invest in the tools. We needed to invest in the training. We needed to invest in the people.
Sure, project sizes got smaller.
Profitability, which is what we all care about, is much higher.
The 365 act as a catalyst to create more business. If the customer grows, we grow.
Currently, about 30% of our revenue is cloud impacted. Next year, 80% of our revenue will be cloud impacted.
We've seen rapid growth in the last 3 years. We're nearly double the size that we were.
Now we can't keep up with the demand.
This is the future. Cloud computing, Office 365, that's where it's at.
We have a very strong conviction that the cloud business will explode.
Customers are demanding this. So if you're not talking to your customers about the cloud, somebody else is.
Microsoft is a great partner in this space. Microsoft is going to win in the cloud, and we're going to be there with them.
So hopefully that gives you a sense of how some of our early partners are embracing the cloud and the success that they're seeing as well. There's huge opportunities in terms of the partner engagement that's possible with the cloud. In some sense, even richer, the engagement that you have with your customers today. You can have discussions around how they move to the cloud, do the planning with them. You can help them in the transition to the cloud itself. You can add value-added services. Think about the SharePoint customizations you do today. All those customizations are needed in a cloud environment just as well as they're needed on-premise. And you have to think about how you bring together the on-premises deployment with the cloud deployment. There's integration opportunities. Like Kirill will show you a great example of how CRM integrates with SharePoint. Those same things are possible when you think about the CRM online service integrating with SharePoint in the cloud. The same way you think about that integration on premises as well. And then there's cloud-based applications. They're either greenfield applications or a number of our current partners are actually moving their solutions to the web. So for instance, Formatus, who actually builds forms for SharePoint. That's a great product on premises. It also works in the cloud as well. Or Nintex, who does workflow on SharePoint. Should work just as well in the cloud. So huge opportunities there. So we really believe that Office 365 is a conversation that you should have with every customer, particularly those that are on Office 2003 today. Because remember, Office 2003 does not work with Office 365. So this is an opportunity to have that talk about that transition as well. We've also been busy to make sure that we can assure your success by the support services that we have for you as well. We've deployed a cloud-ready enterprise agreement, which means that customers can move any number of their users to the cloud and retain on-premises rights to them for the first year of the agreement. Huge transition opportunity there. We've revised our advisor compensation model, so that first 12% that you get for moving people to the cloud, you'll get that sooner to help with your cash flow. We've got a premier deployment program which enables a premier deployment expert to work with you on up to 3 engagements. And finally, the Office 365 Marketplace is open. And this is an opportunity to get online and get free lead generation. We've had one customer say that the first 2 months that they were on the marketplace, they drove $350,000 worth of new business by being involved in the marketplace. So I hope you get as excited as we are. We are committing our entire team to think about the future being in the cloud. There's not a person in my dev team that doesn't think about how the cloud is impacting what we do in the development teams each and every day. We hope that you'll sign up. We hope you'll register to be an online Office 365 services partner and use the service yourself. It's not always known that you can have up to 250 of your employees actually use the service, the enterprise version of the service, for free. And so there's an opportunity for you to eat the dog food, so to speak, and learn more. Kirk, who you just saw do the link demo, will be giving an Office Division Value keynote right after this. And we'll also have an Office 365 partner launch session later on today. So that's it. I hope you get a sense of, one, we are incredibly pleased and thankful for all the great work that you've had to really make success in the Office business today. We will continue to be the leaders in productivity, not just in today's world, but as our world moves to the cloud. And we'll do it through the strength of the partnership that we have with everybody in the room. So thank you for our shared success.